presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Thanks for joining us here today in Charlotte, North Carolina for the final round of the Wells Fargo Championship. Frank, what do we have out here today?
Well, if history has a chance of repeating itself, remember those great closing rounds by Rory McIlroy? That 62, that was one of the best rounds ever shot that year, back in 2010. And of course that playoff too, Ricky Fowler back in 2012. We actually beat out then world #1 Rory McIlroy with that stunning drive down the finishing hole and brilliant wedge to a tight flag. This golf course, it can give it, it can take it away, but for us, from where we're sitting, Rich, we'll enjoy the view today.
No doubt about it. Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
Oh, not bad.
Frank,
not
not
bad.
close, but from that line, not bad.
No, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Frank, a nice mix of opening holes here at Quail Hollow in the Wells Fargo Championship. Pretty short par 3 here at the second.
180-yard shot. We'll play more like 175 for the half a club downhill. There's much more green on that right side. If you're not too sure what club to hit, then you should stay away from that left side.
Beauty.
Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That shot falls for a birdie. Moving on to the third hole now. It's a par 4, 452 yards.
Big sweeping dogleg left, and the fairway actually goes in the opposite direction of the dogleg. Must hit a good tee shot for two reasons. One, to find the fairway, and also the length of this hole, over 450 yards. Oh, he gets a good pitch. Only in the first cut. Not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. He'll need to be strong with this.
Beauty.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. Continuing to putt with confidence. And we pick up action at the fourth. As we check in on this early final round action, we join our featured golfer off to a hot start.
Yeah, some great golf. I really like the way they've been playing right now. Certainly playing aggressive golf, and that's getting rewarded today too. If there's a little bit of timidity at the top there, then there's this great opportunity that's going to open up, especially over those closing few holes.
Frank, as we look at the second shot here at the fourth, what's the best chance for a birdie?
A nice high floating second shot would be the ideal go here, Rich. Just pitching slightly right of the flag, but you cannot afford to miss this green on the right.
Get up.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Nice.
Just a beautiful approach shot. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
There's another one.
So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
Here we are at the par 5 fifth. It's 570 yards. Frank, this should be reachable for most players, don't you think?
Yeah, if you hit a good tee shot, especially with the draw, it will be. But the hardest part of this is judging that kick on the fairway that kicks the ball to the right. And it sort of turns at that awkward area at where the top of your tee shot range. That's where that dog leg is.
Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
Come on, get up. Get up. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on.
That was just a gutsy shot
That'll
right there.
do.
Good look at eagle coming up. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business.
Get in.
There you
Yeah.
have it. Well done. Great.
Oh.
Now to the first par 5 here at Quail Hollow, the 5th hole. It's 570 yards, and it would seem, Frank, that this tee shot sets up well for a guy like Rory McIlroy.
It does. Someone that hits it long and moves the ball right to left, and that's what you're going to have to do here. One of the main reasons for that is not necessarily the dog leg, but the fact that the fairway, Rich, slopes away from you. It slopes to the right.
Couldn't
and
get
away.
up.
So that makes that tee shot so much more difficult.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Seneca.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, there's a lot to chew on here as you get to the tee at the 532-yard par 5-7.
In today's game, 530 plus change you think is incredibly short. And look at the trouble in front of you. Water all the way down the right side and around that right side of the green. Bunkers left. This is not for the faint of heart.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that. Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards. Hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage.
Come on,
You
ball.
can hear it right off the center
Sit,
of the club
sit.
face. This has a chance to be close.
Yes.
Like a machine out there. Another green in regulation. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Wow.
Gets
Makes
in.
Eagle, makes everybody else look sort of average, Frank.
And look at the size of that lead on the leaderboard now.
Cooking.
Frank, I love a drivable par 4. In the modern power game, it really adds an element of excitement. And here we go at the 350-yard par 4-8.
Well, you're definitely going to love this one then, Rich, because it ticks all the boxes here. There's no water in play, just a few bunkers down the left and the one that protects the right side of the green. And you've got a really narrow green, so plenty of reward with minimal risk.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go.
Oh, under it, that one.
He is really playing well today, Frank.
Extremely well given these conditions. High winds, the ability to judge the ball around these conditions, and putted well too. Putting in the wind also not the easiest thing to do.
Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
So a tester from 4 feet.
That'll do.
In for par. Here we are at the 9th hole at Quail Hollow, 495-yard par 4. Frank, it is the longest par 4 on the golf course. Is it, in your estimation, the toughest?
I think the green stops it from being the toughest, Rich, because it does kick in from either side. But when you see holes like this, there's no surprise why the Rory McIlroys and the Ricky Fellas have won around here. This is just a great driving par 4.
In the cabbage.
Rich, it is rough and rough. That ball is needle-nosed down.
Can't even see it from here. Second shot coming out of the rough here. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
That'll do.
Nice shot, I'd say.
How about that shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close? That's good. Trying to make yet another birdie.
Oh.
Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Oh, what?
Well, you can see he's just disgusted with that effort.
Oh my god. How did I miss
Clean
that?
this up with a tap. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We never got that
Start to
lead.
see shots in hand, really valuable.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Nice.
Frank, did you hear the
swing.
sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Get down, ball. Get down. It's gonna run and run and run.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole.
Not bad.
Looks like he just misread that.
Not bad. From that distance. Jesus.
But now a chance for a birdie.
No.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Back here at the par 4 11th at Quail Hollow, set to tee off. What's the right game plan here, Frank?
Oh, there's two really. That left bunker off the tee, it's about 265 yards to get it on the fairway, or 308 yards, 310 yards run out there. I've seen players just try and carry the bunker, sort of set up a short iron, and I've seen players like Rory McIlroy just try and blast a driver with a hook on it. Both strategies have worked.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
Come on, ball.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Early part of this second nine with good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
She's at awkward length.
Oh.
It's just a lousy putt right there. No other way to say it.
Well, she's quite happy with quite good, actually. Not doing a job. Another par.
A good effort, a good par putt. Par 4-12 here at Quail Hollow, 456 yards. Frank, break it down for us.
Well, there's no fairway bunkers either side, so you feel like there's nothing to work the ball off, and consequently it's very easy to sneak it in the rough on the left or the right, and then that makes that second shot so much more difficult going up the hill. This is one hole that you have to pick a line on. You really have to know your line off the tee. There's a nice big tree down there in the distance. That's the one you want to work it off.
Boy, this is a challenging second shot here to the par 4-12.
It's almost like two greens, Rich. That ridge that goes through the middle about the halfway point, 18 to 20 yards. Anything over that will kick on, and anything short of that runs back to the front.
Go.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Nice.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the par 3 13th hole. Frank, this one 210 yards.
Very, very good par 3. This is actually a big green. It's 37 yards deep, but it actually plays small. There's a front right portion, there's a roll-off area in the middle, and there's a roll-off area in the back. So don't be deceived by the size of this green. You better be pitching that
down,
tee
down,
shot
down,
right
down,
bang
down.
in the middle.
Slight miss.
Oh, but
Deal with
might
some
have
of the heavy
bounced a bit
grass.
better there, but I'll settle for that.
Frank, in golf, as we know, there's short grass and there's long grass. We all want to be in that short grass, but it doesn't always work out that way. So what's the most important element from the shot, from the rough?
You have to be a little bit more conservative first and
Welcome
foremost,
to the
because
stream.
you can't guarantee a perfect strike out of the long grass. So therefore you have to look around the greens, maybe short, to the right, to the left, and realize what's involved. And also just give yourself a slightly bigger target.
Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? Well, Frank, as we arrive at the par 4 14th, just 345 yards, our players no doubt are looking for a little advice from a guy who's been there. You've done it at the highest level. What's the right play here?
Rich, after all these years, I think it's like a modified tee shot.
Get down, down,
What I would say
down.
with that is like a strong 3-wood, something that pitches around 270 and kicks 30 or 40 yards, finishes up about 20 yards short of the green. I think that's the best.
Damn,
you
just
won't
over
get
it.
all the flags, but I think you'll play the whole under par for the week.
When's the right time to pull out the big driver and have a go at this green?
I don't think there is, but maybe you at home should try.
Oh, that'll do.
Try up next.
That'll do.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now as we arrive at the par 5 15th hole here at Quail Hollow, 577 yards, Frank, I think a player has to be thinking about doing what Rory McIlroy did in 2010.
That sounded
It's the last
sweet.
of the holes that you can really be aggressive on, Rich. So a good drive down here. I'm well aware of the fact that there's water on the left.
Going
This
down
is
the
a
hill.
good chance to make something happen before you play the green mile.
And that's what McIlroy did. Hit a tracer, then a 5-iron, knocked it in for eagle, shot 62, and won for the first time on the PGA Tour.
Get up, ball. Get
This is
up.
straight at it.
That's a really good line.
Oh, no.
Not too unhappy with that, Frank, at 17 feet.
From that distance, it's more than good. It's that sneaky distance.
Get in
Great sense of
there.
speed in that. I know you can make those, but that one right in the middle.
Eagle, eagle, eagle. What a
At
round,
last,
man.
we have arrived at the start of one of the most daunting finishing stretches in all of golf. They call it the Green Mile, 16, 17, and 18 here at Quail Hollow. The 16th is a par 4, 508 yards, Frank.
And this hole was made even more difficult when they pushed that green further left to bring the water more in play with the second shot. I mean, it's a great par 4. It's strong in every single department.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Come on, ball.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. And that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. 17-foot putt here. Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Got it for par.
2 holes to go.
Frank, the
I
17th
think I've
here
got
at Quail
this
Hollow.
one.
It is all you want.
And a bit more, actually. The only advantage the player has that plays a little bit downhill. But when you look at the lake in front of you, if there's any swirling breeze out there, it just becomes a nightmare trying to choose the right club.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Oh.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Oh.
Good shot on the dance floor. Is this one for par?
Nice.
That's how you keep a round going. Make them from that distance. Here we are, the 18th hole at Quail Hollow. Simply put, Frank, a player needs to hit maybe his best tee shot of the day.
I would agree with you, Rich. If
Sweet.
you were to measure this hole from trees on the left to trees on the right, it's actually a really wide fairway or expansive land. But that creek that just meanders its way through the middle of this hole completely changes the nature of this hole. And consequently, you get the nail on the head. If you don't hit a good tee shot, you will rack up something here. And I've got no idea how big it would be.
Beauty.
That would be a great look at birdie. It was does all come down to this: a chance to win the Wells Fargo Championship.
Oh!
He got robbed, Frank. No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Delete that thought.
Bogey here yesterday, chance to better that today.
Nice. Another title in the books.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
What a day of golf we saw out there today at Quail Hollow. Outstanding win for this young golfer. Frank, what's your takeaway?
Well, 11
Rich, we
under.
can see why Quail Hollow has cemented its place on the PGA Tour roster. This is a golf course that gives us every type of shot that the viewer would like to see and the player would like to hit.
Well said, Frank. For all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long from the Wells Fargo Championship.
'24th title, baby. Down to 61. Sweet.